Has anybody ever actually heard of pose running? The runner, of course. Do you do it?
I really have to think about it.
Okay. So you can kind of back me up on some of the things. So diagram over here on the board. Everybody kind of come close so you can see this. We have a non-pose position and a pose position. Okay. First thing I'm going to talk about is that back leg. All right. The blue arrow right here is going to be the distance from your hip to your heel in that back stretch run. When you're non-pose running, that thing is stretched way back out here. Okay. Pose running, it's in tight. What do we know about levers and fulcrums? The further away something is from a fulcrum, the heavier it is. So what is that far away leg going to do? All that weight back there, all that extra weight back there, is going to drag you back, and it's going to put more strain on that hip. Okay? When you keep it tight in that pose run, so when you come up and that hip's tight, you're drawing it up into your body, you don't have that much back weight. In fact, you're leaning forward a little bit. If you can lean forward and catch that momentum as you're running, you'll run faster and you'll use less energy. Okay, so you run further. So back leg distance, keep that back leg tight in. The arrow going down. Okay, as you can see, this guy here, he's heel striking on the ground, so when he's running, his heel's planting first. He's rolling into that toe. This guy here, he's going to stay up on the ball of his feet. Okay, his knee's a little bit bent still. Still going to have a little bit of forward push, but not nearly as much as the guy that's going to heel strike. When you heel strike, it's equivalent to 3 times your body weight hitting that ground, okay? We know gravity, 9.8 meters per second squared, times your body weight coming down on that. That's gonna be pretty good. So let's say I'm a 200-pound guy, 3 times my body weight, 600 pounds, okay? So I have 600 pounds of force coming down on that heel every time I step. Translate that into a mile. Okay, so we're looking at a mile run, 5,280 feet. You run a mile, 600 pounds down on your legs every time. Figure a 3-foot stride. That's about 1,700 times. That thing's gonna hit. Okay, 1,700 times 600. You're looking at like 1,000,000 pounds. Okay, over the course of that 1 mile. So you're beating the crap out of your body. You're gonna feel a lot more strain. Pose run. With this position, 1.5 times your body weight. 300 pounds. Which one of those looks better? Okay, I would much rather have 300 pounds coming down on that foot than 600 pounds through that whole mile run, 2 miles or marathon, whatever you run. It's going to accumulate. It's actually going to be a lot better for you for long. The other thing, you put on with these red arrows here. We see that we've got some forward here. Well, Newton's law, every action has an equal and opposite reaction, right? Push down 600 pounds, the ground pushes back and you 600 pounds, right? Okay, well, we also know that forces are measured in vectors, okay? We're talking straight lines. So you see the angle that this line is? So we've got this green arrow pushing back and the green arrow pushing up. This green arrow pushing back is basically gonna act like a brake, okay? When we go to run, you're pushing forward, that arrow pushing back is actually pushing you back in that run. So it's gonna slow you down. Think about when you're running down a hill. What do you do? Back, heel forward, slow yourself down. Why would we run on a flat surface? Doing the same thing. It's going to slow us down. You look at the pose running, this green arrow here, a little bit shorter. Now, like I said, you're always going to have a little bit of an angle, just because of the way your foot naturally will strike the ground. But it's a lot less of a break. Okay? So you look at these forces versus these forces here, you're doing a lot better running this than this. Right? So, does anybody have any questions?